everybody and welcome! My name is HUZZAH, and you find me playing today as Menelik of Ethiopia, a civ that I love to play, but I'm not very good at playing. Essentially, settle on hills and convert your faith into juicy science and culture. However, today we're playing a spot of multiplayer. 3 for all today, everyone out for themselves? Can I convert this delicious start into something good? Full of bananas, full of stone, we settle on the hills actually, so this is looking pretty good. Hey, wish me luck. I could move the settler, but there are no plains hills that I could use that involve me. I could, I guess, potentially settle on that rainforest to give me the extra production. But I'm actually thinking this is probably fine. I don't mind this. This is okay. I'd rather take -1 production now and then actually, you know, settle on turn 1. Or do I just take the hit for the production? I'm going to take the hit for the production. Ugh, feels bad to do that, but there you go. Oh, we're on a continent split. I've just crossed continents in my first turn. Look at that. Blimey. A couple of things to know about today's game. This is 3 for all multiplayer. We're just playing with the regular Civilization, so everything is as you know it, and we are today playing with the Toady rule. What do you need to know about the Toady rule? If wars happen and you conquer somebody's capital or they surrender to you, then peace is declared, you get their stuff back, well, most of their stuff back, unless there's a reason for you to keep it, and they become effectively your puppet for the rest of the game. So war is incredibly beneficial, potentially. We'll see. I'm sure no one will go to war with me. Nobody at all. None of the channel supporters that I know and love will be mean in any way. Actually, scrap that, because the Civ 6 netcode, as we know, is the most stable and hardcore entity known to man. We had to relobby. Right, this one looks a little bit better. I actually have started on a plains hill. Look, don't complain. Wow, we've got a lot of mineable resources. Ooh, interesting. All right, we're gonna stay put this time. What do people do on multiplayer maps? Do they still go for scout opening? Is that a thing that people do? I don't know. I've got no idea. I'm just gonna go through it. Right, I want a religion. All faith I generate gives me science and culture if the city center is on a hill. It is in this instance. That's fine. I also kind of want the rock-hewn church fairly soon. Where does that live? Drama and poetry. Okay, it's quite a way away. Never mind. We'll get it in a bit. No game modes today. Just online speed. Raw, disgusting multiplayer. Yeah. Just keep investigating over here. Who knows what we'll find? No continent split this time. Boo! That would have been really good era score. Never mind. Any signs of a natural wonder? No? Maybe a misdirection. There is some rainforest down here that looks particularly appealing, but it could also be because of the gigantic volcano. You know what? There is a substantially large amount of hills over here. This is a pretty good Ethiopia start. We want hills, we want mountains. All of this has adjacency for our rock-hewn churches. Yes. As long as this volcano doesn't kill us, I think we'll be fine. We just have to be really careful about settling on hills, because this is the one bad thing I have about Ethiopia is I never remember. And then I always end up settling in the really weird places. Very strange. It was a lake. That's why it was so appealing. Never mind. All right, settler time. This warrior's not going to go very far. I'm going to escort my settler. Don't worry. I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to do that again. Maybe. Hint. I'm probably going to do that again. Foreign trade. Let's get those traders. And look, I'm a god king. Yay. Barbarians are turned off, by the way, so we don't have to worry about barbarians. No. Oh, I could have done with natural wonder though. I have a really bad track record for natural wonders. Normally what happens is one will spawn right by my capital and I won't find it for about 80 turns because I'm terrible, absolutely terrible at scouting. It's always the way. This is a Pangea Ultima map, by the way. This is one of the better balanced map additions that was brought in recently. Pangea Ultima. It's basically like an ultimate Pangea. I have no more information other than that. I have no idea what I'm playing today. I just showed up. I was like, sure. Yes, around Discord has got a live multiplayer event. Yes, you should have a look at the around Discord because we host multiplayer events every 2 weeks, and that's what I'm playing in today. Who knows? You might end up playing me. Who knows? I just sort of signed up. I very rarely know what happens. Just watch as I now find a natural wonder. Just watch. I will immediately find it. As soon as astrology rolls over, just you wait. Don't you worry about that. It will happen. Just keeping an eye on this. And I normally chop out rainforest, but there is a lot of rainforest on this start. Maybe this is the play? Holy site adjacency from rainforest? I don't know. It would be a bit of a move, a bit of a statement, but it could be the play. It could well be. We'll keep that in mind. Oh, that's a good find. The letter. Oh, using faith to make city center buildings is a really good find for me. Excellent stuff. Very good. Very good. I'm actually trying to work out where my best next settle is. I say next settle. My only settle. It's a very valid question. I might go and settle on that amber, you know. It wouldn't be too bad. As long as I have the hill to settle on, I think that's the main thing. Or that. No, let's start with this one and then I'll make that my second settlement. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure that works perfectly. You know what? I'm just gonna switch. I'm gonna try and make as many boosts as I can. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll give it a go. Manjadaro. Oh, first find and a tribal village. We so far have not found any of these. This is a terrible tribal village start. +1 envoy. Okay, it's useful. Not for now, but it is useful. Did I get a source of horse? There are some horse. Excellent. We shall horse around as quickly as we can. I tell you what, when life gives you one turn holy site prayers, you take them. Oh, and typically there's Lake Retba. Ugh, I knew it would be around me. I knew there would be one around me somewhere. Such is always the way. Another continent that gives me foreign trade. God King is still needed, but I'm going to put urban planning in because I've got the holy site now. We'll keep surveying. We've also met Gandhi. I'm sure Gandhi will be incredibly peaceful in all things. Gandhi always is. Always is. Not a bad second settlement. You know, it's good. It could be better, but it's good. Mining is a helpful addition. Quickly open and get pottery. Do I need pottery right now? I don't have any resources. Oh, I do have spices. Okay, but they're not anywhere near bronze working. It's difficult to earn because there are no barbarians, so we might as well make a start on it now. Oh, it's still available. Yeah, you know what? I mean, as much as I would like to take reeds and marshes, I'm going to take rainforest adjacency. I never do this. Let's do it. Amazing. Oh, so good. So that makes that a +3, makes it a +3. I mean, it's not going to give me a huge bonus, but I don't know. Especially when playing Ethiopia, it feels like a good move to make. It's just an interesting choice, I feel. The person I've made a friend with is Helicopter Kicker, somebody who plays in the CPL, very talented multiplayer person, so I like to check in every now and then and see, do I have the same amount of cities? I do. Good. Phew. Okay, I can't be doing too badly then. It's just like pointless reassurance for me. Ta-da! I could go work ethic. There's going to be some people playing for work ethic today. I could use the rainforest adjacency, which would be good, but I think I need more faith and it will encourage me to build shrines and temples if I go feed the world. I'm sticking to the usual strategy. I think that works best for me. I really do. And we'll follow that up with a little bit of extra gold? No. I've got Gandhi who wants my religion. We'll give it crusade. Why not? It's just fun. It's just what all the cool kids do. Oh, there was no need to do that. I love it. Looks like Phoenicia has found me. I didn't know whether I wanted to be gunning for a Dark Age here. I haven't really done that. Still, good to know. Oh, there aren't many hills near Lake Retba, but this one would be a good settle to give me the era score if I wanted to go for the Golden Age, which is kind of needed. Do I want to go for the Golden Age? I think I do. I'm going to get 3 era score from this, so yeah. Okay, well, I don't have much time, so if I would make this one 5, there's no way I'd move it in time. There's no way I'd move it in time. Oh, Golden Age is going to be tricky. Unless I find a bunch of people with my scouting, which I might do. I might just do that. You never know. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, I think I can do it if I suzerain both the letter and Mohenjo-Daro, which I think I can. So I'm going to get another envoy next turn. That gives one of them. I'll use Mohenjo-Daro because it's further away from me. Or the letter. No, I'll do the letter. And then next turn, I will finish off Armani and send Armani out. Perfect. So here we go. 1, 2. Nope, the letter. That's what I said I was going to do. Bam. A little bit of era score there. Now we finish off Early Empire. Phoenicia's right over here. Good to know. I'd love to send trade routes to somebody at some point. That would be very tasty. Colonization time. Get this trader finished. Get some settlers moving. Mohenjo-Daro. Let's send Armani over to there. That should be enough for the suzerain. We are in time. Excellent. So did I get any iron? Oh, I did. There's loads of iron around. Okay, if I wanted to become an absolute menace to society, it feels like I've got good resources to do just that. Good to know. Good to know. I just want to point out that on turn 25, I'm winning the score victory. So, call it here, I say. Call it here. Nothing else for anyone to see. What's being built here? Is that Edamananki? No, that can't be. Oh, it's Temple of Artemis. Ah. Okay, admittedly, this is a very good Temple of Artemis start. Yeah, fair play. Can't argue with that. Can't argue with that. Sometimes the cards just give you such a thing. Lots of people have 3 cities though. I feel like I've gambled on a religion saving me here, and I don't know if that was the right move, but we're committed now. Do we get writing next? No harm in it, I guess, although I would kind of like to go to currency. Yeah, we'll go writing. Don't mess this up, Ursa. Don't mess this up. Seems like Phoenicia, India are all over to my left, so I'm gonna want to settle in that direction with urgency. Might go and settle on those bananas. Yeah, that'll do. I think that's a good government plaza. Oh, I needed that gold for a builder, I won't lie, but this will have to do for now. Magnus, into the capital you go. We need to generate a lot of settlers. You know what? I think we're going to go monumentality, so the rock-hewn church really does need to come out as soon as possible. Typical multiplayer as well. 2 people clearly went for work ethic on the same turn, and they've both been given it. So there you go. Love it. France. Oh, your yields are insane. How have you done that? 3 cities. Everyone's on 3 cities. Why am I not on 3 cities? I feel like I'm behind. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Anyway, Mohenjo-Daro has given me the golden age. Excellent. I wonder if anyone else is going to get a golden age. India is. Oh, everyone else is going to struggle though. I mean, monumentality would be an insane pickup for me. Let's see if it sticks though. I don't know. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. I don't know. If we can claim Lake Retba, that'll be a really good source of era score. And there's a lot of iron between me and Phoenicia. Uluru. I meant to not find that and accidentally found it. Never mind. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. We have found like no tribal villages though. This game has given me like almost none. Typical multiplayer for me. I don't know what it is about tribal villages. I just don't seem to be able to get them ever. I'm really tempted to get monuments here. I'm deciding whether or not to say that the settlers. It's going to be 140 faith at a 30 discount, which means a 50% discount, which should be just under 100 faith for a settler. So I could get 1 settler or 2 monuments. I'm going to get the monuments, and I don't think this is necessarily a bad move, but I think the more culture I get, the more rock-hewn churches I can get. Do I do that? Or do I get built? I don't know. My faith is needed in all sorts of things. Dear oh dear. Okay, the golden age. I mean, as you can see, me and India hit it. No one else did, seemingly, that I've met. Perfect. Monumentality. I'm committing to the settlers, but I don't know necessarily if that's the play. But it's what I'm doing. I don't know. I don't know. Could be. It could be not. We'll find out soon, I think. Actually, I can just build the monument for now. I just think it's definitely a good thing. And the builder. I'll do the builder first, just because I've got 2 mines. I've got a horse. I've got a quarry. You know what? Actually, there's loads of builder stuff that I could have around here. I do also need to spread my religion, but not quite yet. Don't need the builder and this settlement. So monument, shrine. We'll do all the hard work now with the production. Who's this? Greece. Good to meet you. Hello. I don't know if I do want to settle on that town. I'm going to go 1 further over. Yeah, I want to keep the rainforest. Removing rainforest for me right now, I don't think is necessarily a good move. That's a ton of happiness that I've just given myself there, which is great. Okay, Magnus is in place. It's expensive, but I think the settler is worth it at this point. He says, checking how many cities everyone else has. I'm absolutely paranoid here. Everyone's got 3. I'm the only person on 2. Blimey. Not good. Not good. Settle. We got some good holy sites here. Start those being worked on ASAP, really. I don't mind sending my settler out at this moment because I haven't met anybody that I'm not friends with. So I don't think anybody at this point can declare a war on me and steal it. But this is what we call famous last words. Just wait. Wait as this blows up in my face. Need the irrigation boost. I've just bought a settler with faith. Sorry, a builder with faith in order to go and get that rice. Second luxury. And we can now get the rock-hewn churches, which is a huge improvement. Okay, now we get the government. I haven't met 3 city-states, which is actually pretty impressive considering I've suzerained 2 of them. I would like to point that out. 2 of them have been suzerained. But nope, that's not enough apparently. How much for a missionary? 70. I really should spread my religion at some point. We're going to have a problem with this if we don't. Oh, I got the irrigation without the boost. Whoopsie, that was a silly thing to do. Yeah, that probably wasted me a turn of tech there, never mind. I'm sure it's fine. Canarda. Just people everywhere. People everywhere. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. +6 faith on a rock-hewn church. You know what? That's good. That's the sort of thing we need. That's the sort of thing we need to get behind here. Oh, we found another city-state. Good, there we go. That's what we wanted to see. We'll go Diplomatic League. Urban planning remains a really good choice. What else do we need? 2 extra gold per turn or the builders? We're actually making quite a few builders. I'm saving up my faith for other stuff, and I'll go for the influence points. I don't need writers, I don't think. I mean, somebody was going for them. Maybe I could have gone for great writers. Great writers would have probably been a good move. Maybe I should have done that. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, theology. Let's distract myself from bad decisions by pretending for a second that I know what I'm doing. That's all I need. A second to pretend. And build the ancestral hall. We can get settling in a bit. Fine. Kagwana. Good city-state. It's not one I need, but it's a good one. I am now on 0 gold per turn. That's concerning. All right, we really should fix that soon. Nalanda is a good find. Oh, construct a diplomatic quarter. I could do that, probably. Big probably. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, please. I need religion. I need to spread it across now. Thank you very much. What are we going to go for now? Well, diplomatic quarter for mathematics is not a bad option. We'll head for that now. That'll be pretty cool. And there's scripture. Even more faith per turn, which gives me even more science and culture. It's just trickles it in. It's not a lot. Like, I'm getting 3.5 in my capital, which I'll be honest with you, I've had more faith per turn in games, but it's okay. It's a thing. It's England. Buenos Aires. You know what? Actually, I prefer Buenos Aires a little bit because it will give me actual luxuries. Well, bam, it's mine. And I've made Gaul because of it. Another luxury. Oh my goodness, a plantation. That means we have actual gold. I've been on 0 gold per turn for a significant amount of time. No more. We've moved beyond that now. I'm putting strategos in. I've played enough of these games to know that having a great general around is a really good idea. Yeah, just for defense. Especially when Dido has 215 military strength. Oh dear. I'm the first to meet everyone. Oh, that's quite cool. Haha. Loads of era score. Lovely. What is that? What is that? Dear, dear. I had to settle there and pretty sharpish. I want Lake Retbab. I need it. I must have it. Always worrying when you see one of Gaul's unique troops outside your borders and putting it out there now. I think we're okay. We're friends with Gaul, but still, it's always worth keeping an eye on. Time for surplus logistics now. This trade route is worth 5 food, 2 production. Okay, we can build that. We can build on that nicely. Just because I can finish this diplomatic quarter quickly. Yeah, I can. Chop out this tile. That'll make it easy. That is 8 cities for India. I think they got onto monumentality very quickly. Dear. 74 faith per turn. That'll do it. That'll do it. A lot of monumentality happening there. Oh, that volcano just removed all 3 of the improvements I put down there. That's an entire builder has just been removed from these tiles. That is so frustrating. Oh, this is delaying me so much. Silly volcano. Okay, now we chop that out. Pop down the diplomatic quarter. Got 2 shrines finishing. We just had a temple finished. I need some faith city-states. Ideally, that would help. I mean, we could heavy chariot rush here. There's a part of me that's thinking we just start something that we can't finish. How many French 12 turns on India? It's just such a close settle. Look at Agra. Look at that. Aggravating. That's what that is. Terrible. That's a good route. That's a good route. 6 food, 3 production. We need more of those. More of those, please. Thank you. Now, Pingala. Goodness me, I need Pingala yields. We are lacking Pingala yields right now. I am enjoying the fact that temples are now beginning to get built. Lovely stuff. Very lovely stuff. Finally, this is settlement number 6. Perhaps we're moving quite slowly. Difficult to say. Very difficult to say, but I think it's a good settlement to have. That's lovely. +4 holy site. Will my religion naturally spread there? That's the question. Or am I going to have to send a missionary? I don't know. We'll work it out. We'll figure that out in a bit. Goodness me, my gold per turn is appalling. I am building commercial hubs and markets. Don't worry, we're doing it. It's just going to be a problem before that point. I'm going to really have to work on some gold income here. Maybe internal routes are not the ones. We do have some 6 gold trade routes to Mysore. Yeah, maybe we do that. Internal trade routes only work if you have gold per turn. So far I do not. So with feudalism, now we can actually go and make some charged builders. Look at this, +5. Are there any gold per turn producing improvements that we can do? If there are, I need them, and I need them quick. This is an emergency now. As many bananas as we can get. We really don't have much. Yeah, we'll work it out. We'll work it out. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's absolutely fine. I'm sure nothing bad is going to happen at all. Wherever gold per turn city-states. Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to get my Ormu cavalry. We could probably do a pretty decent rush on someone with those. If I did want to, you know, capture something, which is tempting at this stage, I'll be honest. We can harvest some maize briefly. Oh no, that was actually a tile I was working. Dear, oh dear. This is slightly concerning now. The gold crisis of Ursa just gets worse and worse and worse. And look, I've got another commercial hub. My -10. Ah, it's so much better now. Only -9. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. All right, I'm going to put a gold card in. I'm doing it. We're going to get some actual gold in now. Ugh, much as it pains me to do. Okay, some good trade routes now. We need to take the gold routes. I'm going to start sending them across here just so that I can trade with India. You know, just in case. Oh, I'm just so reluctant. Just so reluctant to attack India here. Helicopter Kicker is such a strong player. It's very meta, that. I shouldn't be playing meta. I should be playing with my eyes. Phoenicia is the other target. I'm about to go and forward settle Phoenicia just a little bit for a little bit of access. But if I send my religion down here, that could be good. That could be good. All right, let's just keep making some troops just for a few turns. I just need a bit of a standing army. Nothing too bad, but just enough to make people a little bit scared. We don't need the build. Do we need the builders? Kind of do. I was going to put the horse card in, but no, we'll wait until we've got divine monarchy. Yeah, that's fine. Look, my gold's stabilized. For now, it's okay. Let's do it fine. If I actually it's positive, 7 faith on a rock-hewn church. We need more of these. Okay, let's just take a couple of moments to make sure that I have a few of these in my nation, I think. They're too good. They're too good not to have. They just give all of the yield. All of it everywhere. Well, now that I've got positive gold per turn of 0.2, I know. Just to celebrate me, why don't you? I might just send a trade route over to Phoenicia as well. No reason whatsoever. When does my friendship expire? They have 5 turns. Interesting. Very interesting. Buenos Aires is protected by them, which is slightly annoying, but particularly want to fight over them. I think I might just chill for a bit. Still settling, or at least trying to anyway. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I'm worried about it. I'm very, very worried about it. There we go. That's a good road. I'll take that. Gaul didn't hit a golden age and everyone else did. That's unfortunate. Never mind. Free inquiry would give me a bit of science, pen, brush, and voice, a little bit of culture. Monumentality would help me to keep settling. Exodus would help me to spread crusade, which is very tempting here. But I think monumentality has to be the sensible pick, at least for a while. Anyway, we've got ourselves the Ormo cavalry. That's a fun addition. We like to see that. And we rushed through Sun Tzu, which means I now have 3 horsemen and an apocalypse between them, that are now able to, you know, go and have some fun. And my religion has been spreading to Phoenicia all this time. I'm sure that won't come back to hit them at all. I'm sure that's fine. Oh, ivory. Loads of ivory as well. And the Congress. I mean, I don't really know what's going to go through here. I'm just going to vote for myself. Doesn't really bother me. I'm not really on any sort of great person whatsoever, and none of it affects the combat that inevitably is going to happen in a couple of turns. So for me personally, it doesn't matter. Oh, I get culture bombs and there are no profits. That's hilarious. And I just stole a tile. Oh, very good. I like that. Hey, look, my yields are pretty decent. Pretty good. Not complaining. Doing okay. Staying competitive. That's the main thing. Okay, divine right. That's a good thing for me. We like divine right. Means we can switch to monarchy, put chivalry in, and also, if possible, the half-price discount card. I don't have that. I don't own that. Do I not own that? Mysterious. Very mysterious. Okay, that's fine. In that case, I'll go for conscription because I kind of need that quite badly. Yeah. All right, that'll do. I don't have mercenaries. There you go. I'll get mercenaries in a second. Oh, Apadana got built. I kind of was expecting that, to be honest with you. That's fine. Foreign ministry will do. And I do want to improve my religion, so we'll do that quickly. Best bit about Civ 6 multiplayer. All of the re-lobbying and all of the crashing. You gotta love it. Anyway, this is absolutely not a huge invasion army that I'm pulling out here. Not at all. I wouldn't worry about it. We got mercenaries for professional army. This is going to cost quite a bit, but I think it's worth it for all this Ormo cavalry. We got quite a nice little burst of strength. It's not going to be enough just to take Phoenicia by itself, but it'll certainly give them a headache. All we're looking for is them to surrender. If we can get them to surrender in a war, then we'll be fine. Then we will be laughing, and there's cross-cultural dialogue. I built too much cavalry. We will go bankrupt, so I kind of want to avoid doing that if I can. Start getting a bit of science in. We haven't got any campuses so far at all. It's been pretty appalling. Good, I'm just going all in on that. Extra food. Lovely stuff. Aid request. I'm going to vote down on that. I'm just that sort of horrible player. Ah, it amuses me. Oh, big volcano. I think that happened because I voted down. Yeah, that's only fair, to be honest with you. Oh, a merchant that gives 100 gold. Normally I would say no to that, but it's kind of all the gold I have right now. It's pretty appalling. Don't think about it too hard. Don't think about it too hard at all. See, look, the spare 100 gold, I'll use it to get a nice +3 campus. Look at that. You see, it's worth it. Okay, they saw what I was doing and went to try and steal the letter, which I don't want. We can't risk this anymore. Here comes the surprise war. Not much of a surprise for anyone, to be honest with you. Encampment done. Okay, now we start to charge as quickly as we can with the cavalry army that I can now pray in. Can I pray in? I thought we could. Oh no, what did I build? A foreign ministry. I built a foreign ministry. Oh, for goodness sake, I built the wrong building. What a fool. Oh, that is awful. Terrible. So, I was going to build a Grandmaster's Chapel so I could, you know, just produce units. But no. No, that's not going to happen today. Why did I do that? That's such a silly move. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm building settlers then. And traders. Let's just get those traders in and get the cavalry going. Yeah, why not? Okay, we've got Valletta though, which means that walls can't be just instantaneously built, which is handy. I'm gonna go 1 and 2, and then 3. And this is captured. Whether I can keep it or not is a valid question, but we'll give it a good go. Tell you what though, tell you what I could have absolutely used here was foreign ministry. That's that would have been very handy. Never mind. Can't believe that. What a melon. What an absolute melon. Okay, well we can keep this city loyal, which is a positive start. This is mainly a distraction for my economy. To be honest with you, this would have been a good distraction for my economy. You know, had I bought the right thing. Dear, dear. Can you tell I'm annoyed with myself? I can't believe I did that. Why would I build that? Well, I guess like maybe we levy Valletta because we can. I don't know. Okay, 71 strength on the capital is outrageously strong. Fair enough. I may not be able to take that one. That is tough. Fair play. Fair play. I'll do my best. But that might be a little bit outside of what I can deal with. Let's put conscription back in just for a tiny bit of extra gold and a bit of extra loyalty. That would be pretty cool. It all depends on whether or not walls are going to be built in 2 turns, which you have to believe they probably will be. Yeah, there are the walls. Okay, well, that's less than useful. How much is it to get raid back in? Still quite a bit. We'll do some pillaging. Maybe that's what we do for a bit. If this is going to be problematic, we just, you know... Oh, I moved the unit out of that city. That's a really silly thing to do. How am I going to deal with this? I was just assuming I'd be able to spam trebuchets. Why did I do that? Can't believe it. I'm so frustrated with myself. What a misplay. When did I click that? Why on earth would I click that? I might just have to accept that I can probably take this city and not really push too much more, because I'm just going to bounce off that. Yeah, I mean, 73 strength is way too powerful. Okay, well, if we can't take this easily, then we can still do a good chunk of pillaging, because all of this is very, very, very handy. Going to give me a lot of space for spare settlers now. I mean, yeah, we just pillaged like a few tons worth of settlers. That's quite a bit. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, we just sort of look at it like that. We're a raiding party now. That's what we've done. We've created a lovely raiding party. We don't have to do anything other than just sort of be problematic. And when we've had our fill, we retreat, we heal, and then we come back. At any rate, in terms of my empire, now that the holy sites are kind of all coming up and running, I'm switching over to campuses just to push my science as high as I can. I'm currently on 20 techs. I'm a little bit behind the leaders right now, but I've been avoiding a lot of techs in order to keep my district costs down. So I think I'm sandbagging pretty well. Okay, Canada refused my friendship, so I've denounced them. I'm not having that. Dear, oh dear. That is impressive though, to go straight to 70 strength walls. Like, fair play. You know what? The raid card is going in now. Where are you? Where's the raid card? There it is. Oh, it's my favorite card. I very rarely get to actually use this in multiplayer, so that's quite entertaining for me. Lovely stuff. Yum, 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 yum. Why do I keep moving that unit out of the city? I don't know why I keep doing that. Fool. That's what I am. An absolute fool. I think I might be going into a dark age here. Which would be really, really quite bad. I don't think I can hold on to anything that I'm taking in this war, which is slightly worrying. Never mind. We keep buying settlers. I think we just stick to plan A. We've stolen a lot from this war. Way, way more in terms of resources than all of these units put together. So like that I'm pleased with. That's pretty good. Like that side of things, excellent. Oh, imagine if I would have had about 4 trebuchets on the border by now. If I just not mucked that up, that's appalling. Own 2 trebuchets. The game is mocking me. Oh, don't kill my unit. Mean. So mean. Absolutely massive mean. Okay, fine. I have to go and get shipbuilding. I really need that right now. Pull back. We've had our fun here. Oh, did I say pull back? Haha, fainted retreat. You fool. I haven't built any ranged units yet. Nope. I haven't built a single ranged unit. That's appalling. I'm going to take any era score I can right now. That's just knocked Buenos Aires off. How many settlers is enough settlers? I don't know. Let's keep making them, I guess. We'll find out together. Oh, that's good. Another general. Even a normal age right now would be better. I would take that 93. Oh, we need so much era score. I don't think we're going to get there, you know. I feel like this is going to be tough. Give it a try. Give it a try. Actually, we can chop out builders and woods in order to just make tons of trebuchets. I think that would work too, you know. There's still an inn here. The fact that we put crusade down is a massive thing. I'm not out of this war just yet. Trebuchets are expensive, but they can't be chopped out. That's the main thing you got to remember. Campus. University, 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 campus, university. We've got a theme going on here right now. Other people are beginning to scale. I believe Age of Victoria, she's likely to be using 3 inquiry. Ooh, are you? That's the question. I'm now second guessing that, you know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe just a lot of science going on there. I don't know. Okay, that's annoying. Crusade has been taken off, but okay, that's fine. We'll switch to Wars of Religion and that will do just fine up until the point I can bring the missionaries back, which I will do. Did you build a holy site without me realizing? Oh no, you just have the opportunity to put it on Stonehenge. I should have really waited on Stonehenge. That was a silly thing. Ugh, never mind. No matter. We live and learn. Where is it? Wars of Religion. That's the card we need. Very good. And we are still settling for better or for worse. I'm pretty sure this could well be for worse, but we are still settling. More holy sites going down. Valletta still looking to make good use of my faith. As you can see, more delicious monuments, which we're still settling everywhere we can. I could have a medic. A medic would be helpful. Why don't we have a medic? Can we have a medic? Is that something I can do? Might be. We'll work on it. Oh, he decided to attack me. He's not going to enjoy that. We get 2 trebuchet attacks in next turn. And I can buy 1 more wood, which gives me, another one in a couple of turns. Another one bites the dust. I'm going to lose a few units here, but like, I just want to put the pressure on. I want to make Phoenicia really believe that they've got a problem, and if they lose their capital, then that's it. That's the impression we want to give them. We want to force peace here, you know? An intense fight. I'm enjoying this. I hope Doiboy is. I always feel really bad in multiplayer. It's a thing, isn't it? Like, everyone signs up for the same game. I just feel so bad attacking people in multiplayer. It always feels so personal, even though it's not. I think you've been fixing your stuff, haven't you? That's not a good idea. Don't fix your stuff, because then I'll just put raid back in, and then this whole thing goes on again. Incoming trebuchet attack. 2-turn great buff. Okay, can't afford it. I was like, why have I not got that? It's because I can't afford the tile it stood on. Oh dear. Sometimes my own gameplay. It confuses me and astounds me in equal measure. Why did I not take the Grandmaster's Chapel? I'm just gonna keep, you know, pining after this for as long as I can, as long as I exist. Yeah, we're very much getting a normal age. I just hope Phoenicia doesn't get a golden age. If Phoenicia does, we've got some loyalty problems on the way. We just don't want that to happen. I just need to shuffle my trebuchets around this turn as well, because unfortunately my cavalry is dying a little bit here. Yeah, there we go. I knew that would happen. That means that I can do that, and then cross the river, which is expensive, but that means I can move this unit in to all the walls are down. The walls are down. The missionaries are here, and the walls are down. Oh, I don't know if we're going to survive this. Hey, they've conceded. Okay, they have surrendered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them back the settlement that I stole, and now they're on my team. I will return the settlement, and this is a fight well done. Oh, doesn't that feel much better? Everyone's happier now. Oh, thank goodness we managed to actually crank out some beautiful trebuchets in the nick of time, because that was painful. We did it though. And now I'm industrializing as quickly as I can. So what we've done is, now that I have essentially a puppet state in Phoenicia, I love this mechanic. I really think it adds something in multiplayer. What we've done now is asked that they now go for Wisselbanken. They ally me, or cultural is fine. Oh, it's me that have the military alliance. That's hilarious. Okay, yeah, so we've got the alliance, and they're going to send all their trade routes to me, which means I'm going to get all of that production and all of that gold with all of that Wisselbanken trade. We now have an ally. Still settling though. Oh, I could have used with that gold age, but a normal is fine. Normal age will do. We have some very high population settlements on the edge. That's okay. India's gone for another golden age. That's no good. But, you know, it's all fine. Let's get here a score for monumentality, I think. No, Exodus is going to be the one. We are still spreading religion to my own cities as I settle them, so we don't want to do that. We want to keep that in. All right, I had a natter with my new ally. We've got a plan. They're going to build tons of boats. I'm going to go for an air force, and we're going to attack in one go. The World Congress has just made troops half as expensive, and campus buildings are now half the cost as well. So there's a lot of good stuff here that we're enjoying. We just need to keep working on it all. I think we'll be fine. But my goodness, there's a lot of work to do because, yeah, Helicopter Kicker is just powering away. I'm definitely in second, and now that I've got a puppet, like that really helps. That's given me way more in terms of just options, I guess, like just in terms of raw options, but it would be useful if I had more yield. I won't lie, I do need a few more yields than I've got. So I think this gives Gandhi the time to make an absolutely massive army now, so I'm not entirely sure what we'll do. We'll give it a good go. That's what we're going to do. We're going to give it an absolutely good go. And we'll, you know, start to pick up people like great people. That'll be really handy. I've got a lot of spare faith per turn and quite literally nothing that I can do with it because of my silly misclick. Anyway, India now, I think, has power plants, so is significantly ahead of me. I've only got about 3 or 4 turns before I get to that point, but still, absolutely a pain. Here we go. Here are all the trade routes. They're all coming in now. Oh, we have a lot of trade routes being sent to us, and it's brilliant. I need to democratize now, which is the plural of democracy, as we all know. Oh, thank goodness. We've actually found a gold city-state as well. Look at that. Oh, I'm back up to 12 gold per turn. Don't get too excited, people. Do not get too excited. It's just too much for everyone. Now we can make cores out of units, which is a really good thing. My capital's going to do that, as well as making a lovely commercial hub. That would be great. Okay, mercantilism means that we can now do the most amazing thing. We can put lumber mills on top of our rainforest, which we haven't been able to do so far. I would love to do that. The lack of faith city-states definitely killing me there. I wish that I had found more on the map. Maybe there are more on the map. I don't know. Just have to keep our eyes out, I think. Here we go. Here are the routes. I can now send them to my ally for beautiful yields. There we go. This is what having a good ally is for. So I just asked what production everyone's got, and Helicopter Kicker is on 800. I'm on 270. It is not good. We need to make sure that we get these factories up ASAP. Like really ASAP. Yeah, not good at all. Oh dear, I don't like this. I really have not built many industrial zones this game, and that is a genuine problem. Why have I not done that? I don't know. Good amount of cities though. 16 by my count. It's pretty good. Again, I dread to think how many. Well, you know what? Actually, I think I have more. Well, that's okay then. Plenty of cities. They're just rubbish. Okay, the workshops, the factories. Let's get them all going. It's going to take a few turns to rev everything up, but we can do it as long as we believe. As long as we believe we can do it. How much coal did we get? Like 1 source and 2. Come on, we've got to have a few sources. Okay, 3 is all I have. But 3's kind of all you need. That's okay. We'll see. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. I think I'm going to start building some good roads now. Please just give me faith. And a bit of food and a bit of housing. Just all the good stuff, really. It's not the best use of faith, especially not with another city-state on the map, but what are we going to do? What are we going to do? 2 neighborhoods, 2 banks, 3 line inventory, level 2 alliances. Actually, we've done most of this. 2 crossbows is something I could do, though. I'm going to make 2 crossbow cores, because I can. Keep public works in for a bit. Craftsmen can now go in. And Grand Army, just to make those crossbows. That'd be lovely. At least we've got about 300 production now. Oh, it took longer than I would want to do that, but never mind. Found out Brunei. Oh, another very nice economic city-state, but I mean, it didn't really give me a huge amount first time, I'll be honest with you. I mean, there is one other option. We could just do crazy wars and maybe go in a different direction. Take out Greece in the middle of the map. Not much science, a lot of military strength. Takes my army away, but I mean, just gonna bounce off Helicopter Kicker. I don't know. Maybe the way to do this is to try and win a diplomatic victory by getting everyone to vote for me all the time. Railroad to nowhere. Now that would help. Maybe make some railway units. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, a bit of a gamble here, but I'm going to put all my envoys into this city-state and hope it finds others for me, like Nazca. Nazca exists. There is a faith city-state on this map. Oh, thank goodness. I was beginning to worry. I was genuinely beginning to worry, but that's fine. Okay, we can do this. Factories are finishing. Here we go. Oh, we need this production. We really do. All I can do in the meantime is just try and build up my faith and my science as best I can. Be tough, though. It's going to be very tough. Trying to save gold as I do it. 10 era score needed for the golden age. It's essential we go for the golden age here. We really need it. We really need it. I guess we can get generals as well, which would be cool. Yeah, let's start doing this. Loads of era score for doing that. But it's just this really unsteady piece at the moment. We've only got 7 or 8 turns until research labs, and that will help me try and catch up. But helicopter kicker's culture has just jumped by about 3 times in the space of about 15 turns. Slightly worrying that. Not entirely sure how that happened. Not entirely sure I want to know why or how either. It just is. And we must simply accept it. This is a big turn. 382 production will now start to spiral because the coal power plant is about to start. 390. I'll be honest with you. I expected it to do more than that. Okay, cool. That's fine. Don't stress about it. We'll be fine. Probably. This'll be fine. The only thing I can hope is that sort of production begins to just cascade through to all of my cities. Get as many of them above 50 as possible. Yeah, research labs are being built. That's not good. That's not good at all. At least the golden age is here. Blimey though. How do you deal with somebody that's got more economy, more science, and more culture than you? You just have to look up into the stars and hope that one day the stars look back down on you. Which is another way of saying panic. Panic hard. I mean, I'm just building lots of units. They'll probably come in handy at some point, right? I'm pretty sure. Okay, it seems like the world is now beginning to think about putting a Giga Alliance in against Helicopter Kicker. Whether or not this will be worth it or even possible, I'm not sure. We're trying, but you know when you just get the impression that somebody may be a little bit ahead of where you are. Also, still don't know what a dockyard is. What is a harbor? I don't know. I couldn't possibly tell you. More troops, but yeah, there are the planes. Way before we got to them, unfortunately. Well, hello again, everybody, and welcome back to a couple of days after the multiplayer game. Yes, we did indeed leave this multiplayer game there and then, conceding the victory to the wonderful Helicopter Kicker, but that doesn't mean this video is over. No. We've been chatting, debriefing, and I've been going through the save file to try and work out what went right and what went wrong. Now, again, your thoughts in the comments if you want to add anything, but this is my takeaway from this game, which honestly, I had so much fun playing. Perhaps maybe watching the footage back a little bit, maybe I got at the time, and this was probably sleep deprived, Ursa coming through there, a little bit agitated with the fact that I built the Foreign Ministry and not the Grandmaster's Chapel. I still, for the life of me, don't remember when that happened, but never mind. These games are always really fun. So what went well? Well, honestly, I think my city spam was pretty good. We've had a look at the save file, and I actually have the most cities out of everybody on the map, or at least I settled the most, which, considering I missed the Renaissance era monumentality, which probably cost me another 3 or 4 cities at the very minimum, I'll take as a huge win. I also managed to build my faith to a ridiculously large amount. Probably, you might think a little bit too high, but certainly 380 faith per turn with Ethiopia's ability means that I'm padding my science and culture by a good 50-60 per turn, and giving myself a lot of options in terms of being able to buy great people, utilizing things like monumentality. There is a lot of good stuff that comes with that. What didn't go so well? Well, my production per settlement or city is pretty terrible, and that comes from 2 things. Firstly, a lack of industrial zones, which, to be honest with you, wasn't necessarily as big a problem. Yes, it would have been nice to have more of those, especially some high adjacency industrial zones will really convert those small growing cities into absolutely giga core cities pretty quickly. No, it's the golden rule of Civ. Can you tell what I've done? Looking at the map, you can quite easily see what I've done. Builders are still currently, and this is without any builder production cards in, only 81 production, and that's with 5 charges at the moment. There is so much on the map that is unimproved. Look at all this marsh. Look at all of this unimproved rainforest, these unimproved woods, these empty tiles. I needed to do a lot more chopping. Now, in hindsight, I had really good early game faith generation with the Sacred Path Pantheon. Those rainforest holy site adjacencies really did help to push my holy sites into a very nice adjacency. However, I became a bit focused on it. As you can see, I've left a lot of rainforest around the holy sites on the map, and to be honest with you, I held on to that for way longer than I needed to. There comes a tipping point where a pantheon just doesn't give you any long-term benefit, and probably after turn 50, 60, I should have just been chopping out those rainforests everywhere and improving them. I mean, look at this, for instance. These 2 farms either side of this rice would have put that to a 7 population or 7 food tile, and it would have given me more housing so that Byzantium could have grown. I could have chopped this out, put a mine on. All of this land, my empire was being absolutely handicapped by the fact that I just wasn't building enough builders. So rookie mistake there. Never mind. I mean, look at all this rainforest. I think the problem with rainforest and the big issue with this pantheon is that rainforest not only cannot have a lumber mill until quite late into the mid game with mercantilism, which, you know, I got way too late, but it actually chops out food. You can get from 1 population to 4 population incredibly quickly, and I should have just been doing that religiously. In my single player games, I have a reputation for just destroying the natural environment by cutting down every single rainforest. This was a game where I needed to do that as well. I needed to do that. That's just one of those things. To be honest with you, my use of rock-hewn churches generally was pretty good. I think probably in hindsight, 4 faith was the minimum. There was a couple scattered around the map that just weren't very high adjacency at all, but I probably had not a bad use of it. Yeah, like this sort of thing. That's not really very good. But my other big issue is gold. I had no gold the entire game, and that is basically because I never had as many gold producing sites as I thought I did. I ended the game with 6 commercial hubs, and that's just not enough. I had 0 harbors and only 5 out of 6 trade routes available. I mean, at this point, I should have just said, okay, I have a toady. The war, by the way, went really well with one big caveat. I should have just been chucking trade routes at my ally. This is a wonderful cultural ally. I could have had so much culture per turn if I'd had 15 trade routes. I mean, I've got 16 cities. I could have just chucked in this direction. That would have massively helped the gold problem because, again, I had 2 commercial city-states. That would have given me another 8 gold per bank, another 4 gold per market. We would have had adjacencies. There's a lot of benefit there from having more commercial hubs. So, you know, big issue on that one. We really should have done that. The Grandmaster's Chapel, I mean, it was a huge misplay. For me, it was a particular misplay because my entire run was set up to have a huge faith generation that I could have then used to buy units. I mean, it is incredibly powerful how you can use that. If we just remember that you've got a 15% discount on faith purchasing with Theocracy, I could have been buying bombards for about 240 faith. Trebuchets would have been even less than that. We could have been generating a massive army to attack India way sooner. We could have cleared Carthage way sooner. I could have gone and attacked Gaul and just swept through here. It would have opened up a huge amount of options for me. Now, would it have been a massive distraction? Possibly, but equally, it left a lot on the table. So my takeaway from this, I think as fun as opening a holy site is, and I do still think it is an incredibly useful strategy, if I'm going to open with holy sites, I very much have to chop them out. We have to chop them out a lot more aggressively so that I'm not spending tons of time with new cities like Ryan Vale. Like there's rainforest here. I shouldn't be building the holy site. That's just lazy. So we should have been chopping that out. We should have absolutely been pushing those out really quickly. And then we should have probably been going commercial hubs or harbors to kick out more as quickly as possible. Overall though, I think I came a good solid 3rd in this game. Arguably, I could have been joint 2nd. I mean, Victoria, Age of Steam and myself here, we were very evenly balanced. Victoria has an incredibly high science. I have a lot stronger faith and culture and more cities. They have a little bit more gold. But clearly, the reason we ended this, not only did we run out of time, is India was doing really well. Thank you so much again to Helicopter Kicker, a fantastically strong CPL player who plays with us. He's been giving us brilliant advice after the game on terms of what we could have been doing better, what we could have been doing worse. I couldn't help it. I wanted to load into Helicopter Kicker's India save and just see what it looked like compared to mine, and yeah, you can really see the difference. Look at the production. The average production on these cities, way over 50, I'd say probably around 60. It's incredible. Lots of projects being run. The cities generally are a lot happier, although India does tend to do that once they start to collect religions, although, to be honest, you haven't collected many religions. I'm deeply disappointed. Okay, some religions. Lots and lots of military academies being built. I fear that the fascism boost was probably on the way. Oh no, you says you're going democracy. Don't know about that. But yeah, look at all of the improvements that have been put down. Not much has been left on the table here. Look at all the projects that are being run. It makes me I want to play again. I want to go and play again. I can do so much better. I can play so much better. Anyway, I'm actually off now. Goodbye. Bye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Klibben Thurders, Poppy Dude, The Nickerman, Mushkin Mandeltort, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Toon General, Capo Yobby Barani, The Uncivil Engineer, Radiatore, Debo91, Dan Jamo, Slither Alley, Scott Stratton, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedge, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Teddy Zursa, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Morax, Sinikush, Echo Bear, Legally Trash, Sorted Dutch, Rad Bickley, Shadow of Gaia, Bob Tway, Abstract Fun, JP Genius, Arctic Thox, Bookaluk79. Thank you everyone for your support. Goodbye!